Gonna keep this review short and sweet. Here is Cobra Ninja, codename Storm Shadow, part of the Classified series, number 35. If you saw any of my previous videos on my 3 3/4 Joe collection, you'll know that I never had Storm Shadow growing up. He came out in '84, and I was still kind of young, and also he was hard to find. It was Storm Shadow. Every kid wanted him. Thankfully, with adult money and eBay, I was able to obtain a 3 3/4 version. But now, with adult money, I get to have a 6-inch version. And they did a great job on this figure. He has all the great double jointed articulation that a lot of the figures before him came with. However, he does have an additional feature that I haven't seen in any of the other figures that I've unboxed thus far. He has the addition of a rotating forearm, where his arm wrap and his forearm pad are. So when he has his arms in certain positions, you can rotate that arm pad to look in the appropriate orientation when you do so. As for the accessories he comes with, for starters, they gave him an optional hood, which I think is a great addition. Sometimes you don't want Storm Shadow to have his hood up. You just want to have his mask on, and they gave you that option. For a hot minute, I forgot that in order to put the hood on, you're going to have to remove his head. But I think it looks pretty funny this way, so why not? He also has a collar, which is supposed to be the hood in its down position, which you have to remove first, because if not, it's just weird and bulky. But once you get it all on, it looks absolutely fantastic.
Ooh. Hood up. On.
The other accessories that he comes with are his backpack / quiver, and those arrows are molded into the plastic, which is good because if not, they're just going to fall out all over the place if it ever tips over. There's also 2 scabbards for his katanas to slide into if he's not going to be using them. He also comes with the 2 katanas to slot into those scabbards. They have snake heads on the handles, which is really cool. It's always nice to have a place for those extra accessories when they're not being used. The strap for the backpack with the ninja stars on it is also removable. It's not molded onto him, so you can take that off and run him without it if you're not going to run the backpack with the swords.
That looks pretty fresh.
He also comes with an attachable extension to his belt for a little extra flair if you want to add that on top of everything.
Ooh.
He doesn't come with a base like the retro card back editions do. If somebody knows why, please leave a comment, because I'm kind of baffled. It's nice to have that base for the little extra stability in some poses. And the last and final accessory that he does come with is his compound bow, and 1 additional arrow. This arrow actually has a slot in the backpack, so it is the 1 arrow that you can remove. Or you can have it knocked on the bow if you can get that position down right. I like him having the bow. It allows for a lot more dynamic, unique positions for him to be posed in. All in all, for me, this figure was so worth the money. I think they did a really good job updating him slightly and making him shine. I can't wait to get him posed up on a shelf, maybe even with Snake Eyes in some sort of battle. If you love Storm Shadow as much as I do, I would strongly advise picking one of these up. I think they've already slated the 1992 Ninja Action version in the Classified series, but I think that's coming next year. The Super 7 version looks a lot more like the cartoon version, but they seem to be having trouble getting orders out in a timely fashion, so I might just wait until it's a little bit easier to obtain them. For my money, this was well worth the purchase. And if you love Storm Shadow as much as I do, I would strongly advise grabbing one. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Enjoy the rest of these turnarounds, and I'll see you in the next one.